Welcome back to Squawk Box. Joining us right now is the CEO and chairman of one of Ron Barron's longest investments, Pacious, Choice Hotels International President and CEO. Also, Stewart Bainum, Choice Hotels International Chairman. Also here, of course, Ron Barron, the man himself. He's been an investor in Choice Hotels since 1996.
That was a spin out, but I actually bought Manor Care stock, which is the parent of Choice Hotels, and borrowed money in 1999 when I was in law school. Borrowed money.
And what was the...
1969. 1969.
Oh, so what was the thesis then? And you've held?
So 1969, my idea was that in 1965 they passed the Medicare bill, and this was a nursing home company that was coming public. I thought they would be a beneficiary. They had a $12 million book value when they came public. That's million. They came public, and it was a premium, came at $18 million. 1970, I bought the stock. 1970s, we were a big investor on behalf of our institutional clients. 1980s, we became one of the largest shareholders of Manor Care. Then Choice was spun out. Choice from $18 million, and ultimately Manor Care was sold to Carlisle Hotel for $4.5 billion. $18 million. So this guy, unbelievable stuff.
Well, the next iteration of this might be with Wyndham. How important is that to the future of this company?
Wyndham.
Well, it's a natural fit between the two companies, and we really believe where the industry is headed and where our franchisees are headed, putting those two companies together is really creating a lot of value for our shareholders, creating a lot of value for our franchisees, and it's actually pro-competitive when you look at the changing landscape in the hotel industry.
And where does this whole thing sit at this point? So, given the back and forth.
So I think we made our proposal public about 3 weeks ago when I spoke to you,
on
Andrew.
The program.
And where we've been able the last 3 weeks is really be able to engage with their shareholders and understand what their shareholders are looking for in a transaction. So we're still having the right sort of conversations, and
But there are real talks going on.
Not between us and their board. Their board effectively disengaged with us at the end of September.
Is there a back channel, something?
We're hoping to reopen those channels. Everything that's the difference between the two companies is everything that can be resolved at the negotiating table. So we really feel confident we can get back to a conversation and get a transaction done.
This is a transformative transaction for both companies. They have a great company. Steve and Jeff have done a great job leading that organization. We've got a great company. Putting both together is a blockbuster opportunity for their franchisees, our shareholders, their shareholders. There's a couple $1 billion worth of value that can be created just from the synergies.
But you think the objection is simply a money story, meaning they're trying to get you just to come back with more money, or you think there's something else to this?
No, I think it's really about the execution of it and protecting their shareholders, which is something we were engaged in a conversation with them and we want to begin that conversation again.
But this is also very good for franchisees of both companies.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's a win-win.
Yeah, our franchisees and theirs, franchisees own both brands, both ours and theirs. They really are looking at their costs are going up. Wages are going up, interest rates are going up, insurance premiums are going up. We have the ability to lower their costs by bringing them more direct business and having a much larger rewards program. And our franchisees instantly grasp the strategic benefit this will bring to their hotels.
Help us.
It's good for our customers also.
Absolutely.
Franchisees and our customers.
The Bainum family and the board of directors, the Bainum family owns over 40% of Choice Hotels. We had a comparable stake in Manor Care. And what we did there is what we've done at Choice, and that is build talent, muscle build the organization at each level with talent, and then leverage that talent to look for and selectively do transformative acquisitions. Twice our size one time, a company that Cinco that really helped us grow. And we're doing the same thing at Choice. This is the best management team led by Pat we've ever had.
Speak to this, just as a barometer of consumer confidence in America, given the different hotels that you have and the access to data that you have. Where do you think we really are right now? We keep talking about whether we're going to be having a recession, a soft landing, or this or that. Inflation's hurting people.
Class.
YOLO. What's going on?
A lot of our customers are middle class, and middle class wages are rising faster than prices are today. So they've gotten a raise, which is allowing them to travel more. Remote work is driving more leisure travel, which is where our sweet spot is. And we're seeing the reshoring of American manufacturing, which drives the type of business traveler that come to mid-scale hotels.
Tell me, you think that middle class wages are doing better than inflation at this point? Because part of the sort of narrative around the country is that wages are not keeping up, and that's why people are so frustrated.
If you look at the Atlanta Fed, the middle class has had about an 8.7% pay raise year over year, which is higher than where inflation is going today. And you look at what the auto workers are doing, you look at what a UPS driver is getting. We're seeing those types of travelers who travel in our hotels, they've gotten a pay raise, and they're spending that money on travel.
It's so interesting that, and you think it could be a good cycle.
I believe so. And the other thing, Andrew, is retirement. We're seeing a huge number of people retire every year. About 3.5 million people in the country reach that age every year. And by 2030, about 1 in every 5 American is going to be retired. Those people have the leisure time and the net worth to go out and travel. So that's, again, a long-term tailwind for us.
Do you see people trading up, trading down? Is there a...
Normally, when you see softening in the economy, they trade down to our brands. We haven't seen that yet. We're still seeing that sort of wealth effect that was created during the pandemic show up in travelers showing up in our hotels.
Okay. We got to jump. We're running out of time.
Can I just
apologize.
say one thing?
Please.
Ron Barron has been a big key to our success over the years. I mean, this is really true. I've never met an investor like Ron. Not only does he think in terms of decades instead of quarters, but he comes to a meeting with his unbridled intellectual curiosity and just asks one penetrating question after another, and it makes you think about your business in different ways and gives you ideas that you wouldn't have had otherwise.
Okay,
and you start no, I'll take it. And you start to wonder if the guy knows your business better than you do.
Right.
You start to question yourself.
How much was in that little wad of cash there? That's right. Okay.
It's mine now.
Patrick and Stewart, we want to thank you. Ron, don't go anywhere. Thank you. Melissa, I'm going to send it back to you.